Welcome to another episode of What Grinds My Gears with Erin. I'm Erin, of course. And today I have a special guest, PBG the Prince.
Yo, what's going on? Thank you for having me, y'all.
Of course. You are here for your EP release party that you just had last night.
Yep.
Thoughts from a notebook.
Yes.
Yes. How is it? How was last night and how are you doing?
It was really good. First off, thanks for having me.
Of course.
It was really nice to see a lot of love from Milwaukee. You know, people get the stereotypical, oh, Milwaukee doesn't show love, but last night it was a lot of love, a lot of positivity. So to see a lot of people come out and show love, I was definitely happy. So it's really good.
That's what's up. What's up. So we're going to get right into it. So PBG the Prince is an artist. Not only is he an artist, he also is a YouTuber. Very popular. You do different videos like Smash or Pass.
Yeah.
And so that's so funny to me. So how does that work? How do you set that up?
Honestly, like, you just kind of go with the flow. Like, you kind of look at what people like to see, what's trending. It's all off your character. You know, I'm more of a like social person. I'm open, but at the same time I'm like private, so it's really weird. So, you know, I just pick a topic like, ooh, Smash or Pass, or I might do something like vlogging because I travel a lot. So okay. It's a lot of vlogging involved behind the scenes because people are like, well, we want to see what you do behind the scenes, not just a music video. So I just vlog about it, put it up there, and hopefully people, you know, get a little tap in my life.
Nice. So how long have you been going, like, as far as the vlog side and YouTube and all that? Like, how long did it take for you to like really build your name?
So I've been doing music. People, I know this is cliche, but people say all my life, but I really been like around music all my life. But I started taking music seriously 5 years ago. And then with the vlogging, it was just this year. And really, COVID is what got me into vlogging because I was at home. I was like, I still need a way to engage with my fans. And, you know, I just, you know, it's the idea of like, hey, like, vlog, you know what I mean? Just do behind the scenes stuff and just end up doing it. So shout out to Leah because without that idea, I would have never been vlogging. So I was like, oh, I'm just let people know about me. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all it was.
Okay, all right.
Watching other people do it, and I was like, ooh, I like that. That could be me. Jump into it.
Right. So we will jump right into it.
Right.
So you said you travel, and where's some of your favorite places to go?
Atlanta, definitely. Atlanta. Outside the country, my family's from Trinidad, so going back to Port of Spain is always a nice trip. So those are my two.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So when you go to different places, like, do you have a lot of people who recognize you? And
yes and no, depending on where I'm at. Like, I'm not the biggest name, so like, you know, I could walk in the mall and won't be harassed or nothing. But like, if we go like to a club or something, some people might know me based off like, you know, their club promotion and people checking me out, or especially living in New York, it's starting to be a lot bigger for me. So people are like, yo, like, you that one dude with da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's me. Like, so.
Dude, I've never been to New York. I want to, but I'm scared. I heard it's a lot of people, and you guys have big-ass rats.
Yeah, definitely. The rats are. Okay, so I seen my first rat a couple months ago.
How long have you been there?
I've been there since 2018.
Okay.
The end of 2018.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and never seen a rat, nothing, but I've seen more on the subway that I shouldn't have seen, you feel me? But subways are gross.
So what grinds your gears about living in New York? Like, I know it's totally different from here.
Yeah. What grinds my gears, dog. Let's get into it. The honking. I think I've honestly almost got into like 3 fights because of honking.
So you drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't like the subway. It's crazy. Like the subway, like, seeing everybody. You see a couple people that drop their drawers and just start peeing in front of you. Homeless people licking the railings that you hold on to. I'm like, yo, I'm driving like it's over. And then like the honking that's what grinds my gears like OD, because literally It's the honking. Like, the light turns green and they're honking at you obnoxiously.
Oh my gosh.
And I stepped out the car a couple times like, yo, you gotta chill, like, for real. So
I heard that, like, people in New York be real aggressive.
yeah,
like,
and they're rude.
They be on that.
Yeah. If you're not aggressive back with them, it's like they know you're out of town and they're going to be even more aggressive.
Oh,
so
man.
if you're aggressive back, they kind of be like, oh, snap, let me chill.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like to see where you're at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a test.
Do you think that you've really adapted, like, really picked up on some New York ways? Because you kind of got the little slang, too. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit,
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
I think the slang, but I think it's something about the Milwaukee swag in me that, like, they know, like, oh, he's different. But they know I'm not no pushover neither, so you feel me? I'm just like, I stand my ground, like,
Ten toes.
Hey, like, you from Milwaukee? Oh, y'all soft. I'm like, yeah, I come to my city. It's real
Right.
different. You think it's not black people until you come here.
God, that's what grinds my gears. Like, people really be sleeping on Milwaukee. I mean, I guess Milwaukee really ain't like, I mean, we not on the map. Like, we're a smaller city.
That's
like,
a fact.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, obviously, because we have this, and this. But
Yeah.
people think that there's cows here. Like, people think from different states, they think that ain't shit here.
Right, they-
all white people.
That's what grind my gears to. Like, they think like, oh, like y'all must have farms. You must have grew up on a farm. And I'm like, no, I've never been on a farm. Like, what is you talking about? But that's what they think. Or that, or they think the Packers. And I'm like, okay, that's same state, just 4 hours more up.
Right.
So.
And they don't even like us.
At all.
You know, it's crazy. I found out, well, I didn't know this because I'm not really a big sports person, but the Packers used to play here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. When was that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
They said, man, we do not want you niggas here. Yeah. Wonder why. Yeah, they said, no, we don't like this location. We don't like none of this. We're getting the hell on to Green Bay.
And then we be some diehards. That's what's crazy. Like,
right. You don't even fuck with us.
Right. You can't get tickets. You ain't go buy tickets. You got to know somebody because it's owned by the people.
That's
of
crazy.
Green Bay, pretty much.
What grinds your gears about people? Okay, people in your field. Do you get a lot of support from other artists or do you mingle with other artists or other people that?
I think what grinds my gears about that, like, okay, so you have some support. Okay, we keeping it funky and keeping it honey. It's some people that really hate, like, will be there and support, but really hate. Like, the hate so real that, like, the love don't even, it does, all that is just fake. Like, a lot of people just really fake, for real, because they see what you doing, and because they're not doing it, they look at it like, oh, like, because I'm not doing it, I ain't gonna support them, but I'm gonna be there and watch. So you don't know. But there's a lot of people who do support. So you just kind of like, that's, like I said, I just stay in my lane, like, for real. I show love because I want the love back, but you also got to be mindful that not everybody has your best interests.
So how do you go about it if you have somebody in your face that supports you? They say they support you, but really, like, that they don't. Like, what grinds your gears about that shit? Like, do you see, for me, like, it's crazy because I feel like I have friends that they act like they're there, and I shouldn't even be calling them friends at this point because it's
right.
Like, this grinds my motherfucking gears. It's like, you act like you're here, but you don't share things. Like, you don't share my posts. Like, little shit like that. I be noticing that shit, and I don't take it to heart. Like, well, I mean, I do take it to heart if you're supposed to be my friend, but
that's a fact.
Right. I guess that's what grinds my gears. I don't know. I need more people around me that do similar things, but, like, we all can support each other
in a different lane. And I think, like, so that's, I think that's a big thing. Like, have people that support you but ain't directly in the same lane as you. Like, my videographer, my photographer, promotion team, we all in a different lane, so we can support each other and there's no competition. You feel
right.
me? But then let's say if I was to say, oh, I want an artist on my team. Well, now we in competition. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they like, oh, well, he's here and doing this, and then I'm not, and then it becomes this battle. Whereas, like, I have no battling with my photographer or videographer because we're in two different lanes. So, but yeah, that's what got my gear too. For all y'all who don't share posts, please share posts. Like, why are y'all watching?
It takes 2 seconds.
I say that all the time to people. It take literally like 3 seconds to share.
Some people
and write a post, and then that's it. Go about your day. And everybody that's a big what grind my gear too. Everybody got these excuses, dog, and excuses are lame to me now. I was like, okay.
Right. That's what really grinds my gears. I hate excuses. I hate giving excuses, all that. And I just had a discussion with somebody who basically told me like they weren't going to share my content because they didn't know me like that, which is weird because I was conversating with this person. It's a guy. It's a guy. So I was conversating with this guy and he's just like, oh, well, you know, he slid in my DMs. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm just like holding regular conversation or whatever. Nothing serious. And then I told him like, okay, you know, share this, like what I sent out to everyone. And he's just like, oh, well, can I get to know you first? I knew there was an alternative motive to you talking to me. And I'm like, first of all, you wrote me.
Right.
You followed me. I followed you back. And then on top of that, just because you have a shit ton of followers and you do commingle with more bigger people, famous people, who the fuck is you? Like,
right.
To me, I just felt like, oh, okay, you really think you big shit. And it's different if you sell those spots. Like, you know, some people sell story spots where, you know, they have a shit ton of followers.
It's like $40 a post or whatever the case may be, yeah.
That's different. But if you don't do that, don't try to make it seem like I'm just coming to you begging for some
So he was
shit.
trying to basically get with you, and then when he realized it was a dead end, he was salty and then was like, I'm not going to share it because I don't know you.
How do you not know me? I told you my
You was trying to get to know her.
Right. My short background. I told you what I do, and you see me on Instagram. What else is there to know, big fella?
That's a fact.
Like, that's what grinds my gears. But just like people feeling like they're just too good for the little things. And then it'd be people that are from here that be doing that the most. And I'm like, dude, we have to all support each other. Like, even if it's not something you really fuck with music wise or, I mean, I guess. Let me take that back. If you don't fuck with it, you probably won't want to share it. But if you ain't doing shit and you see other people around you are doing things, share that shit, man. What the fuck? Like, if you working at McDonald's, don't be a hater. You see I posted this, share that shit.
That's what I'm saying. And then another thing too, like, and what really, I swear what grind my gears about that is like, people have like the excuses of like, oh, I don't, like, okay, for example, like, they won't share because of their relationship or their situation.
Weird.
And I'm like, what? Like, your boyfriend is worried about me. Bro, if anything, like, your boyfriend should be worried about, like, Chris Brown or, like, Future. Like, why is he worried about me? You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm from the city that you can't show support. Like, that's just different.
That's weird.
I can't stand it. Like, oh, like, I would share your music and like it, but my boyfriend. And I'm just like, dude, all right.
You a whole dud. Like, first
fact.
of all, that's what really grinds my gears when people like in a relationship, and I've had this myself where you feel like you can't post certain things or say things because you're in a relationship. And I mean, I understand to a certain extent, like posting things about your relationship or
right.
putting y'all personal business out there, that's different. But like sharing people things or liking a post, especially on Instagram, it's Instagram. You're on here to like and share. Like and share, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not to be on here like.
And people get really mad off that. Like, for real.
Like, I see you liked our picture. Like.
And I want to know, so, like, how do y'all females know where to look? You feel what I'm saying? Us fellas want to know. Like, how do y'all know, like, oh, you liked, you know, Taylor's pictures? Like, if you're not friends with her, like, y'all, like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all got to give up that secret.
I don't know if I should give up all the tea.
This is crazy.
I don't know if I should give up. Well, for me at least, I don't go looking because when I used to go look, it was like, boom.
You're going to find it regardless, no matter what.
Period.
You gonna find it.
So like now I just don't look, and then if I'm scrolling or something, boom, yo man and 5,000 other people like this picture. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pop up. Period. Like it's just, I don't know. It's weird, especially now with Facebook and Instagram and the algorithms of it. Like
you gonna see.
Yeah. Right. And I feel like they be tapping in your phone anyways, because it's like you look up certain things and then you call certain people and then their shit will be right on your timeline, and then what you search will be right on your timeline too.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's all social media. Like it's social.
It's all tied together. Yeah.
Right. And it's social, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's meant for us to interact. So if you not interacting, then why do you got it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Don't have it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to complain about it. Because for me as an artist, I'm going to tell you now, like, if you with me, you got to deal with a lot of stuff. That an average person who's just like, I don't do anything, I just work and come home. You don't got to deal with that, you know what I'm saying, with them versus with me. Because I got to interact, entertain. Like, I'm in an entertainment field. So it's for me to do little stuff that's going to grab a girl attention, like be at the da-da-da-da and wink at the camera and then, you know, give a little cute smile or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, like a picture because I know they looking.
Yeah.
But it's not, you know, I'll do like a to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, write a comment.
Yeah.
But really I'm telling everybody the same thing. Like in their DMs, like, oh, you should come to my show.
Right.
So you'll see that and be like, oh, see that girl,
come to my show.
Right? You'll be like, oh my God, you looking at this girl and da 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 da, and I'll be sitting back like, dude, I copy and paste the same thing to everybody.
Because it's all about,
it's all clickbait.
Yeah, exactly, and seeming like not seeming, but you want to be personable to people because, you know, sometimes arrogance can really like fuck you up.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like especially if you're not even at that point yet. It's like, who the do you think you are?
That's
a
fact.
Yeah, that definitely grinds my gears.
You got to be relatable, like in some way, shape, or form. Like people gotta be able to relate to you or have that connection. If not, then they gonna be like, I ain't messing with them because I can't relate.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly. It definitely takes a special type of person to be with someone in this industry because, man, like my past relationship, it was like everything was good when I was a server. Like when all I talked about, well, for me, I worked at like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I was just daytime, so pretty simple. My kids were at daycare. I pick them up when I get off. Boom, that's my day. I cook, whatever. Right. Basic as fuck. And I had a great relationship. You know,
then what happened?
But then after I graduated and I started doing things, and it's like we can't talk all the time. Like we can't do none of that. And then like the situation is a little weird too. I don't really want to speak on it. But then it just got weird. It was like, oh, who are you working with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no.
Oh, you know, because I did a music video with this one dude and we were on a boat. And he's just like, oh, there's a whole bunch of niggas on the boat. And I'm like, I seen that.
How
wasn't
was
a whole bunch of niggas on the boat.
No, it was one guy in the middle, and then all the girls. Dude. Yeah, I seen that.
And
picture.
the dude who was driving the boat. But
yeah.
But that's what really grinds my gears. And I guess, you know, it's not for everyone. You just gotta find that person that is gonna be there for you
and understand.
And know
it's not personal.
Right, but you also have to be loyal to that person too in some shape or form. Like
that's a fact, and it's all about, you know, and that's what honestly. Okay, so what really grinds my gears in relationships is not having communication. I'm a big communicator. I'm not a let me check your body language. You know what I mean? Because I'll read you, but I'll be like, I don't know.
Right.
Just tell me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, you got to be with somebody that understands and that has that communication, and we can cuss on here, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to make sure I don't. But like, fuck the jealousy. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that shit not cute.
And I think we as women are trained to be jealous. Like, I don't know. I just feel like... no, I feel like women are trained to be jealous because like what we see on TV and all that. Like I know it's probably cliche to say that, but
why you say that? Like, you feel me? Like, what make? Because I feel like dudes is more jealous. Honest.
Yeah, I mean,
this day and era, I think dudes.
I mean, I feel like women and men both can
wear the same pants.
It's about to get spicy.
Let's get it. I'm waiting on this one.
Okay, no. So I say that to say, I feel like we're trained to be jealous because I've been in a couple different situations. Like, I've been in situations where it was just me and my partner, and you know, that's just that, and I know they're not cheating. Like, we got each other's passwords on our phones, all that. Like, I know, period. So, and then I've been in situations where it's like,
damn, talk about it.
I know that you're with someone else.
How you know? Is it women intuition, or like you got the receipts?
I know
like
because I know because they told me.
Wait, what? Bring that all the way back. Hold up. They told you. How'd that go? Oh, dog. Like, what they say? Like, oh yeah, I'm just cheating on you.
No. It didn't happen like that. Like, when we started talking, they told me, like, I'm in a relationship. I was in a situation where the dude basically was dealing with multiple people, and he told me, but he was only dealing, like, it's not like just everywhere, you know, but right. It was only 2 people. So at first I was like, I don't know, but I really like you, and I don't know. And it turned from like me, like, seeing, like, going from being really, really jealous and getting mad all the time to me seeing like it's bigger than just being with one person. Because in the past, from what I've found, you know, a lot of guys just can't help themselves. You know, they're gonna cheat.
Yes and no. So, like, okay, so let's talk about the cheating aspect. So what grinds my gears is girls that cheat or be the victim. I can't stand it. I'm gonna be 100. Can't stand it. But I know you talked about,
what
like,
you mean?
Girls play the victim a lot. Like, a lot of girls don't really know how to say, yeah, I was wrong, or I'm sorry, it's my fault. Fellas too, but like, if you ever notice, like, not because I can't say what dudes do because obviously I've only talked to girls. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
But I'm saying, like, you feel me? Like, a girl will be like, oh, let's say they do something wrong. Yeah, and they have a justification of why. You know what I'm saying?
Because, yeah.
But it's like, dang, like, you can't just say, yo, my bad, I'm sorry, and keep it pushing. Like, you feel me? Acknowledge it. Because if it's the other foot, you want us to understand, you know, dissect everything you're saying. Then you want us to put it into the next time it happens, don't do it. You feel me? And then we got to come with the I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But if we do it and say, hey, yo, you did X, Y, and Z, I ain't like that. It's a, well, that's because, and I'll be like,
yeah, you gotta be able to.
That's what grinds my gears.
You gotta be able to get past that. And I guess, like, being in that situation kind of opened my eyes with a lot of the things that I do. Because it's like, you can't get mad at someone for telling you the truth.
That's a fact.
Like, oh my God.
And a lot of people say that. They'll be like, I want, what's that? Give me the option. You feel me? Give me the option and just keep it up front and tell me the truth. And some girls can't, and guys too, cannot handle the truth.
Right.
Like, you like, okay, well, I like you, but I am talking to 4 or 5 other people. I'm dating. I can do what I want.
And then if they say, okay, now this is the part where I realize, like, women, you can break this too. It's like, you get with this person, they told you what it was, and now you, every time something happens or whatever, you're like, oh, I'm mad. But it's like, you can't be mad. You're accepting this. I don't know. It's crazy.
That's where the communication got to come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all times, no matter what situation you in, you feel me? But you was talking about, like, you know, you was dealing with one person and then you found out that they were dealing with, hey, I was in the same situation. I was in Madison in school, and I ended up walking in on this girl having sex with another dude. It was crazy.
So what happened?
So, like, I was a 2-sport athlete, so it was really hard for me to always come back home. And we live in different cities. I was in Madison and she was in Milwaukee. Well, Racine. That was a dead giveaway to who it was. And
she was at Racine? Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And I ended up walking in on her, and I was like, dog, that's crazy. And I knew she was cheating. I just didn't have the evidence. You feel me? Like, I just knew.
Don't you hate when you know a motherfucker, but when it slaps you in the face, you're like,
right.
I knew, but
dang. Like, I just didn't have to prove.
Fucked up.
Right. So, I knew it. But that's why everybody's like, what you do? I literally just walked away.
Dude.
Like, I walked in, and it was like, all right, and walked out.
Because at that point, it's like, I'm done.
Right?
I'm
done.
You already know. Dude, that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Something like that happened to me. I was dealing with this one dude. We was dating for a while. And we were dating for like 8 months or whatever. But he was really abusive. Like, physically, but more so like verbally. And I just felt like, I'm like, dude, I just know this dude is cheating. And I was working late night at Applebee's. And we were texting, and then he stopped texting me, and then he was acting all weird and shit all week. And I'm like, dog, this dude is acting too weird for me. So I come over his house, and he left his phone on the bed in his room. I was just in there chilling. He was like in downstairs in the kitchen or something. Mm-hmm. We was at his mama house. And I picked his phone up, did not know this guy's passcode. I did not know. I literally put his passcode in on the first try.
How?
This is what happened. Let me go back a little bit. So we were taking pictures, and I was like, I want to see the picture, because I was like, I don't like the picture, but he locked his phone and walked out the room or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I want to look at the pictures.
How did you unlock the phone, though?
Listen, I can't even tell you what the passcode is. I don't remember. This was years and years and years ago, but I literally was like... But you
just like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forget
boop,
it.
Boop, boop, boop.
And
so,
what did you see?
I was going in there because like I said, I don't like looking. I don't fish for shit. But I was going in there to look at the pictures. Dog, how come there was a video of this motherfucker fucking a bitch? Right? So I'm in the gallery. It's like our photos. Boom, he back shot. I said, oh.
What'd you do? What was your initial reaction like when he walked back in the room?
I was just like, wow. But let me tell you what's funny about it, though. How come the I don't want to say the N-word. I'm trying not to say the N-word. That's why I'm using other phrases. Shout out to my dad. He told me not to use the N-word on this show. Okay, that's why I keep pausing like that. We good, but still. Nah, but like the room smelled like ass. I said, why does it smell in here? When I first walked in, I said, why does it smell in here, dude? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
smell like sex. Straight sex. Straight porn.
No. First of all, that ain't no straight sex. It was ass, okay?
Oh, no.
My sex smells don't smell like that.
That's a fact. Look.
We're not going to play like that.
You shouldn't even have a smell at that.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I was very, I said, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. So when I seen it and he walked back in, I'm like, dawg, you a dirty motherfucker. But that's all. I literally put his phone down and walked out. That's what reminded me. I literally walked out and then he was like, he followed me outside. He's like, where you going? I'm like, bro, I just seen a video on your phone. That's all I said. Period. You nasty.
And he couldn't say nothing.
Nothing. So
you gotta take that L.
Yeah, I was like,
if you're grown enough to cheat, or feel like, oh, I'm a just cheat or whatever the case may be, you gotta know that there's consequences to that. My mom's always said, life is about choices and consequences. If you do a choice, you know what I'm saying, or a decision, know that comes with a consequence, whether it be good or bad. You feel me? So if you're gonna play by the rules, you know you're gonna play with fire at the end of the day, especially if you got somebody that mess with you heavy. If you lose that person, you're going to look stupid.
Exactly.
For a quick, 10, 15, 20 minutes?
Right. And something that, it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you want to, it's 2020. If you want to date multiple people, just say that.
Just do that.
Just say that, because if someone really likes you, I mean, they going to either fuck with you or not fuck with you. And if you really like them, and they're not okay with that, then that's something y'all need to figure out. Either you gonna be faithful or whatever, but I don't know. What grinds my gears is like about myself. What grinds my gears about myself is that I suck at being honest. Well, I did suck at being honest with people. Like 2020.
So she a liar, yo.
No, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. When I say like, just like in relationships, I would try so hard to please the other person. So it's like, if I wasn't happy, it was like I wasn't being honest. I was just taking that and turning that into anger, or, you know, being emotional, or like switching around instead of just saying like, hey, you're not doing this and I'm not happy.
Right. You just kind of like rolling with the punches almost.
Basically. Yeah. Basically.
And I don't know. I guess like every relationship, someone always like gives that I'm gonna take a back seat, but really that's hurting your relationship. You feel what I'm saying? So, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna say how I feel. I'm a Pisces, so
Lord.
Don't or Lord us. What's your sign? Don't say Gemini.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm a Leo.
Oh hell. Y'all really don't give a fuck like at all. Like Leos could really. This is a Leo's sexual life, no cap. You could probably have sex with a person and cut them off that right when y'all done. And need space from them. Like y'all wouldn't go on a cuddle and chill. I don't know. I just feel like Leos just be like on some, I need my space. And when I want you in my space, that's cool. But you have 10 minutes and then get out of it.
Bingo!
See? I'm telling you, dog. Like, it's crazy. All my cousins that are Leos, people that I know are Leos, it's like you can mess with them for a minute and then you got to kind of like leave them alone. Yeah,
you got to back up a little bit because I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to speak for all Leos, but like me, I get irritated with people being in my space. Literally what you said. Yeah. Like, you can't come spend the night over my house for 3 days. Bitch, you ain't got a job?
Right. See, me,
what are you doing? And why are you around me?
And I won't mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a February Pisces. There's a big difference. So for those who's watching, it's a difference. Let's talk about it.
What's the
Because
difference?
what grinds my gears is when y'all say Pisces are emotional. You have to understand that we are not. February Pisces we a different breed.
Okay.
You feel me? Like,
you're probably the first chill. February Pisces I've met.
Yeah, we chill. We lay back. You know what I'm saying? We tap into our emotions, but we're not emotional about it. You feel me? Like, I can tell you how I feel about you, all that stuff, but I'm not going to cry over you neither.
Really?
Feel me? No, that's that March shit.
See, so, really?
Yeah. Oh,
that's
March.
That March shit?
Yeah, they crybabies, all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, Leos, I feel like we don't like to show emotions. I don't like to show my emotions, but when I do, like, you better take me fucking serious, like,
or else,
like, take me serious, bitch, like, for real, because I don't like crying in front of people. Like, I don't even cry in front of my mama. Like, I don't do none of that. So, like, if I cry in front of you,
that means something.
Or if I tell you I'm crying, because I hate what really grinds my gears is when bitches be on social media crying.
About everything.
But literally, have you seen people like post? I've seen people post stuff, like post pictures of them crying.
Or be on live crying.
Right. My life is so fucked up. Like,
but I think that's the new wave. Like, I think social media is the new, like, therapist. Social media is everything.
Sick.
It's the police. It's a social group club. It's therapy. It's like everybody go on social media and people be like, don't snitch, and then be on live recording fights and recording this and sharing posts that got to deal with incriminating people. I'm sitting there like,
right.
I'm confused at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody snitching on everybody on social media. You feel me? But
weird.
Yeah.
People,
don't get on social media crying, y'all.
You know what's
That's
crazy though?
Shit.
I used to be that person. What grinds my own damn gears. I used to be that person. I'm working on this. That would go on social media and go on rants.
Why? For what? Let me ask. Who cares?
No goddamn body.
And if we do, 9 times out of 10, fellas and ladies, 9 times out of 10, we're probably laughing at you.
Of
like,
course.
Look at this shit.
That's why, like, man.
But you feel me? Like,
I've evolved. I used to be that person who would be on Facebook like, F my baby daddy. I was that bad. But
long paragraphs or short paragraphs?
Combinations of both. It don't matter. And if your family get on there, I'm on their ass too.
Damn.
I used to be so ignorant, but like that was years ago. That was like 5 years.
Oh, so now you just chilling.
Now it's like I don't even deal with things that mess with my peace, and when I have to deal with it, I keep it off social media. I'm like, dude, I'm not. But sometimes I do catch myself still saying little things on social media or making little slick posts, and then I have to delete it. I just double back, like, let me just delete this shit real quick. But I'm trying to get to a point where I just don't say none of that, and it's just all about my brand and everything.
Yep,
it just be hard
because
I'm emotional. I don't know.
Go to Twitter. Just go to Twitter with it.
No,
that's what it's for.
Weird.
That's what Twitter's for. When if I'm pissed or I feel some way, I go on Twitter with it. I talk all my shit on Twitter.
Twitter fingers?
Yeah, I got Twitter fingers. Somebody pissed me off, I won't go to Facebook with it. I go straight to Twitter like,
that's
crazy. they think I'm sweet. All right. Slap the shit out of them in about 10 seconds. And be like, dog, what the hell are you talking about? And I'd be like, dog, like, you just got to go check my tweets, dog.
Dog, but the crazy part is you know where to gauge your activities, so you're not going to take that to Facebook or Instagram because that's more of your name, your brand, and that's what I'm working on too. So it's just like not taking that shit to where everyone sees it because, like you said, nobody gives a shit
at all.
Nobody gives a shit. And then what grinds my gears too is I feel like social media is being used as like you said, like therapy. It's not. Like we literally just said, no one gives a shit. So you're going on there and perpetuating your own mental health illnesses because you're on here talking shit about your life and all this, and people are commenting, making little chimes. Like, I ain't gonna say no names, but I know some people who get on Facebook and be like, I ain't got no money, I need this and that. Like, and I just be like,
what are you doing?
Are you trying to panhandle on Facebook? Like,
or are you just trying to get in somebody else's bag when you can just get in your own bag?
That's what grinds my gears.
That's cool. Jump in somebody else's bag and then you're going to realize you're broke when they cut you off.
Yeah, people, I mean, but like I've said before, some people are made to be bosses and some people are made to be workers.
That's a fact.
So not everyone can just jump in their own bag. But if you have them in your bag, I don't want to say like that, but you're paying them. Like they're on payroll at this point.
That's a fact.
But they doing some.
Sometimes they ain't doing nothing. Sometimes, okay, so what grinds my gears is like, no cap, like, let's say if somebody is on your payroll or whatever, they feel entitled. Or they say, oh, this is what I'm supposed to get this. And it's like, no, you working for somebody. You feel me? Like, you going by what I say or whatever. Whoa. You're not entitled, like, to no say so. Like, you feel me?
That's something.
And I swear they have, even in relationships, the stay-at-home moms, nothing wrong with stay-at-home moms, you feel me? But if the man is paying for everything, like, I'm not saying you don't have a say-so, but at that point, you really don't.
I feel like
that's just me, and vice versa.
I could be a stay-at-home mom.
Like, do you want to be a stay-at-home mom?
No.
Why not?
Well, no and yes.
Uh-oh. So why no and yes now?
Because I want to pursue my career. Like,
that's different though. You want to pursue something. Some people just like, I want to stay at home.
But if it's not that, I want to be at home
and just chill.
So maybe I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I can. I like it because I like you cook, you clean. It's a job. It's a job. I have 2 kids. It's a job.
Okay, that's different. But for those who don't have kids, that's not a damn job. That's a vacation.
How the hell do you want to be a stay-at-home? Wait, we talking about stay-at-home moms?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Because some people stay at home and don't do nothing and don't have kids or none of that.
When you're a stay-at-home mom, like, that's literally a job. You got to get these kids up, especially in 2020 with the whole COVID thing and online school. You got to, literally, you're teaching these kids like you're at school.
But what happens
on a schedule.
What happens if, like, let's say COVID wasn't here and you was a stay-at-home mom and they, like, go off to school? Like, what do you do during that time that they at?
You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're meal prepping. I mean, and then you can do some stuff for yourself, too. Like being a stay-at-home mom is a whole job. And what people think is like, oh, they don't need a vacation, or you're fine because you're at home. You're not doing shit. But when you're constantly with kids all day and then your man gets home and you're catering to him too, like, when the fuck do you get a break for yourself, you know?
Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
So that drive a motherfucker crazy. And then they wonder why, like, some of these women go batshit and kill their kids. This is no excuse at all. But, like, mental health is a motherfucker. Like,
right,
it's real. So, you know, you're at home with your kids all day, and then same thing with single moms. And, you know, if you don't have enough income to support your kids alone and you're not getting help, and then you're at home and you're in the same routine of working, getting off, doing this, and that, dude, that shit will drive you nuts.
That's a fact. I could see that. And seeing my mom being a single parent and raising me, like, you know, it's just you know what I'm saying, you see what they go through. Like, you feel me? Like, my mom had to cook every day. My mom had to make sure that, you know, the wash was done until, like, obviously I learned, but you know what I mean? Just seeing her do all that, and I commend her for it, and then going to work. So
good job, Mom.
Yeah. But yeah, I ain't wrong with this. There ain't nothing wrong with the stay-at-homes. If you're doing all that, then you know what I'm saying. So I love it. I love it.
It's cool. I need to get used to that. But but yeah. So what grinds your gears about? Do you have anything that grinds your gears about, like, working in the music industry and dealing with different people?
Yo, start looking and paying attention to the flyers. I swear to God. Like, so I just had my, you know, I had the EP release party or whatever.
Yep.
And I swear, like, the flyer said on the top, November 28th, 5 to 8. Do you know how many people ask me what time it start?
You have the flyer.
It's right there.
Reading is fundamental.
I swear. And they be like, oh, but they may have overlooked it. I'm like, but just look at it. Like, it says it in big bold. Or someone will be like, where it's at.
It says
on the flyer. So that's what grinds my gears.
People do that because, like, some people do that like they on some VIP shit. What's up, bro? Where is it at? What time and all that? Like, I see your show. I'm gonna be there.
And it's like, it's right on the flyer. What you talking about? And I'm gonna start doing that to people. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but it's like, dude, like, just look on the flyer. Or I'll say, like, you know, it's on the flyer, but
right.
So kind of give you that it's on the flyer.
Like, what really grinds my gears is copying and pasting addresses on iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
That just grinds my gears, especially if I don't know and I gotta look the shit up and all that. Like, my guy, like, reading is fundamental.
Also, what grinds my gears in music is in the music, I guess, like, people not wanting to work with you because they feel that they're bigger than what they are. That's a fact. Like, I hate it. I hate it. Like, because I'll sit there and I'll be like, well, you have something to bring to the table, of course. And so do I. But, you know, when you try to, I feel like you got to beg a person. Like, and then when it comes to that, I'll be like, bro, I'm not even working with you. I'll work with somebody else. And then when they see the project, do numbers, I'll give you an insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna try to hurt their little feelings. But I have artists, two people. They're a group as one, so y'all could probably figure it out. And I was like, I want you on this movie star song. They was being in Hollywood, booked the studio time, all that. They didn't show. I ended up linking up with a girl named Bree Cross who could sing, and I told her, hey, do you want to do it? She ended up doing it, so shout out to Bree Cross. And, like, literally, like, they seen the record go from 0 to 100 real quick. It just took off. Yo, you want to do a remix? Throw us on it? No. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to move around. You was acting Hollywood. Now you see it take off. And now you want to jump on a project? Nah, it's over with. So I'll never work with them. Like, so if you Hollywood, you try to work with me, it's over for that. I get it, like, people want to get paid. You know,
yeah.
So that's automatic. It's business.
Right.
But let me present that to you. Don't say no without even knowing what I'm going to bring to you. Feel me? So that's really what grinds my gears.
That's literally what grinds my gears. And I'm really seeing that just with this damn show. Because, like, when I first laid the show out, I had, you know, my list of guests I wanted. And some people didn't even open my DM.
That happens.
Yes, but
in our field, it happens.
Once I start dropping episodes, then they come to me, and I'm just like, nah, I'm booked, B. You gonna have to wait until January.
Gotta hit them with it. You feel me? Because
I mean, what the fuck? Like,
you want to shoot with me in the gym? You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
gotta watch out now. You gotta wait your turn.
And why is it like? Okay, I do understand you want to get paid. Shit, I want to get paid. Like, I graduated I graduated in this field for this, and then I instantly got a job, working as a videographer. So it's like, I'm working now. It's no more free work. I did free work for 2 years in the program, for reals. And when I was offering it then, y'all motherfuckers said I sucked. So now you have to pay me. And
dope.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. And so now I'm just trying to brand myself and put myself out there. I want to do videos and all types of stuff. But that just be crazy to me, like how people really. And then it's like, okay, if you do want to get paid, if you offer so much for a feature, 200, 300, 500, whatever it is, if I'm willing to pay that, I'm talking about if I was a rapper. If I'm willing to pay that, then okay. But still, then if I pay that, do business with me. Share my shit. Let's share each other's stuff. Let's get all up on that. Like, do business with me. Don't take my money.
Let's talk
and then be
about
like, it. Don't take my money and then be like, okay, I'm gonna do this little song and then I ain't never fucking with you again. I won't even be at the party.
That's really what grinds my gears. Like, as an artist, like, for real. Okay, so difference between me and a lot of artists, I promise you. So I did a song with Stunner Ace. You feel me? It's called Go Hard. And I promote it so much. And he's like, dog, like, why do you promote this so much? I'm like, bro, my name is stamped on this. If you don't do the numbers and don't do good, that's a reflection of me too. My name on here. We got to promote it. The more people that see you are going to see me too. You know what I mean? So why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's what really grinds my gears, especially like if you do a feature. They might say, oh, thanks for having me on a song. And then don't say nothing about it or nothing afterwards. So it was like, what was the point? You feel me? Exactly. So that's what grinds my gears. And what grinds my gears on the flip side is people get mad when you say you charge or it's a fee. I've had people like, oh, I want to do a song with you. As soon as I bring up money, they like, oh, okay.
Disappear.
Right. I'll talk to you later. It's like,
if you ain't got it, just say that.
That's a fact. And then I'll be telling them, like, bro, my fee is not even that much. Like, you got to think, like, the money that you give me is going to go in the studio time, get mixed and mastered, and then I'm going to put money behind the record. Right. So, what you mean?
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Don't get mad because I might say, oh, just throw me like 300 or 400 or whatever. I ain't going to say my price, but you feel me?
Right. But it's like, if you would pay that for somebody else, or if you would pay 2 G's to see Lil Boosie come here, whatever, it's like, Lil Boosie. Yeah. So it's like, don't act like that when it come down to your own people in your own city.
That's a fact.
And all that. It's like, if I charge whatever, if I sponsor, my sponsorship is $100, okay. If you want your shit seen, right?
That's a fact.
And I understand I'm trying to get my viewers and stuff up too, but people watching, you know what I'm saying? So
they definitely tapped in. I'm not even gonna lie. They definitely tapped in. I've been and just how the content is, you feel me? I didn't like, oh snap, what is this? Let me see what's going on. You feel me? So you don't know who's watching at the end of the day. So, and it only takes one person to really make a dream come true.
Exactly.
So you might have 20, 30 people that just might, you know what I'm saying, be watching. But it only takes one. You feel me? So
exactly.
You know what I mean? Pay that price, man. Stop being cheap, y'all.
Exactly. PBG the Prince, y'all. I really appreciate you coming on the show. And I know you about to fly up out of here soon. But, man, it's great to have talent in the building.
Definitely. I appreciate y'all having me, I'm about to get on this plane, man. What grinds my gears, last thing is the TSA, man. Oh my God, the line. I'd be like, oh, I need to be famous to just go around. Go around. You know what I'm saying? But definitely thank you for having me. If I'm ever in Milwaukee, I'll stop by, show y'all love. I owe y'all a nice little bottle. So
yeah, appreciate it.
Come Monday or Tuesday, if y'all see that on your doorstep, just know that's from me.
Yeah. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Thank you. This is What Grinds My Gears with Erin. Subscribe, like, share, streaming on podcasts and YouTube. And y'all have a great week.
We out. Peace.